Business Traveller in association with INTERCONTINENTAL Hotels and Resorts.
My time in Osaka is at an end, and it's time to get myself up to Tokyo. If you're in Japan, there really is only one way to travel: the Shinkansen, or bullet train. I'm looking forward to this. It really does look like an aeroplane without the wings. And the windows are bigger. The first bullet train ran in 1964. Now modern versions whisk you along at 300 kilometers an hour. This really is the best way to see the country. Just don't blink or you'll miss it.
We've made it to the capital. This is Tokyo Bay, and that is Niji, known as the Rainbow Bridge. Time to answer your questions. Andy Micklejohn has written with an interesting question about why airlines have different baggage allowances. The inconsistencies which annoy us when we're checking in for flights. A good question.
So, how could it be that a group of people standing in the check-in queue could all get different baggage allowances? Well, it all depends where you're going and how you're getting there. If your journey involves travel to, from or through the United States or Canada, you'll be on the piece rate. That means you get to check in 2 bags of up to 32 kilos each. If your flight doesn't go via North America, things aren't so generous. You're given a flat weight restriction for all your hold baggage. The major airlines business traveller contacted all had pretty similar allowances based on your class of travel. 20 kilos in economy, 30 kilos for business, and 40 kilos for first. It seems to be the standard. For the smart traveller, this is just the starting point. Being a member of a frequent flyer program is the cheapest and easiest way to give your luggage allowance a boost. Typically, one of the perks as you progress up the tiers is more weight allowed. For example, One World's Qantas and Star Alliance's Singapore KrisFlyer will both give you at least 10 extra kilos, or 1 piece of luggage, as you hit the middle tiers.
5 o'clock in the morning, and the only people who are awake in Tokyo are the business travellers who can't sleep because they're jet-lagged, and the traders here at the Tsukiji market. This is the largest fish market of its kind anywhere in the world. And the fish being sold here now will be on the tables across Tokyo over the next 24 hours. Visiting this market is the perfect place to begin my escape.
The fish starts arriving from 3 in the morning. Then for 3 hours, this is a constant bustle of activity as buyers and sellers prepare for the auction of today's catch. There's fish everywhere. Nearly £5 million of fish are sold here every morning. It's worth $23 million. Inspecting the tuna before the auction is essential. Not too much fat. The colour has to be just right. It's only then that the buyer can know the fish is really fresh. You can look, but not touch. Nothing must be allowed to endanger these valuable fish. I've met Chef Aoki. He's the owner of one of Tokyo's finest sushi restaurants. It's in the Ginza district, and I'll be going there to get a guided tour.
How much tuna will he be looking for today?
このぐらいの魚体で買って、このぐらいのある部分ですから、お腹のこういうところとか。
The auction starts bang on time. Each auctioneer has his own original style. No wonder tourists get up early to see this. Most of the fish is being sold to wholesalers, who then sell it on to Tokyo's restaurants. 10 minutes later, and the tuna's all been sold. And our fish was the finest in the market that morning. Even tuna royalty still heads for the chopping board.
Follow the fish! This is no cheap piece of tuna. It finally sold for 3 million yen, about $30,000. It'll be cut up, and probably about 75% of the fish can be used.
This fish has to be cut exactly in half. without spoiling the beauty of the meat. After all, it's that beauty which gave the fish its value at nearly $30,000. I never thought it would take 4 people to cut a fish in half, with over a metre-long blade. Choosing the right fish for sushi is one thing. Making the sushi itself, well, that's more of an art than a science.
これで何度も練習。
4.
この時に親指がこう入って手首これをってオープン。それでそう美味しいですよってことをね。
Marks out of 10.
2点。
And that's the 50th edition of CNN Business Traveller. I'm Richard Quest, this month reporting from Japan. Wherever your travels may take you, I hope it's tasty and profitable. And I'll see you next month.